Ohio Valley Safety Council held its first ever Safety Expo at the Washington County Career Center today. The event included a vendor fair, different breakout sessions, and a keynote speaker. Our Jason Livia takes us there.
The Mid-Ohio Valley Safety Council held the first ever MOV Safety Expo at the Washington County Career Center on Wednesday. The expo featured a vendor fair where different businesses and companies could show new safety products and procedures they came up with. There were also breakout sessions on different safety-related topics, including Washington County Sheriff Mark Warden speaking on active shooter threats. CEO and Executive Director of the Marietta Area Chamber of Commerce, Kelsey Eaton, says they held the expo for the opportunity to share ideas with each other.
We decided to host the expo to give some additional options for safety training to our local workforce, just to give an option for a vendor fair, all of the good stuff that we were able to wrap together with this expo. And I think through it, we probably had about 110 attendees throughout the day that we were able to share that messaging with.
One of the main highlights of the day was a keynote speech by David Sarkis, who spoke about coaching from the heart.
And I don't like to separate safety from production because it's integral to production, but I talked about safe production, leading from one's heart, connecting with people and sharing a vision to get them home safely each and every day.
Mid-Ohio Valley Safety Council President Steve Cunningham says people should consider coming to events like this to get fresh ideas for their workplace.
I think you get stuck in your own little world, and you need to see how other people are doing things, get some fresh ideas that you can infuse into your business so you don't become complacent and do the same thing over and over again and wonder why you're getting the same results.
Cunningham added that the turnout for this year has given the MOVSC optimism to keep this event going for years to come. In Marietta, I'm Jason Livia with WTAP News. This is Home.